Hi, y'all. Kurt Typley here for ChurchSoundBootCamp.com. So, have you ever made any mistakes when you're mixing on a Sunday morning or a midweek service? I've got a series of stories on our Church Soundcheck website called "My Most Embarrassing Moment," and I'll share first of many. I was actually I was visiting a church one day, and it was a church that my wife and I had been going to, and I kind of thought, maybe I'd start mixing there on Sunday morning, because of a fun thing to do. And anyway, I was visiting with their head of their tech team, and um, he shared that kind of their philosophy of doing things is that three mistakes and you're out. Basically, if you make three mistakes mixing a Sunday morning service, you're out. And I thought to myself, I've been doing this for, well, at the time, like 30, 35 years, and I'll make more than three mistakes, like, in first service, without trying hard. Now, most of my mistakes, I can recover pretty quickly, and I may be the only one who knew or recognized that I made the mistake. And that's one of the keys of being a seasoned sound mixer is you recover gracefully from your mistakes, where most people don't even know it was a mistake, but Anyway, here's one that I might challenge you to top. Sunday morning service years ago, we were in the middle of the offertory special music, and which I methodically made what I hopefully will be the worst mistake in my entire mixing career. The choir was singing with a live band, and back in those days, it was customary to get a bigger choir sound. We would pre-track the choir, so we would track them on Monday night, and then during the service for like the special music, we would roll the recording, which one track had the click track to guide the band, and the other track would be the pre-tracked choir stacked up, so a nice big sounding choir. Of course, we mic'd the choir live, but anyways, so the recorded choir was just to kind of add fullness to the sound of the choir and get them nice and strong, improve our chances of gain before feedback. So we had the quick track going to one channel of the band, and all the choir I ever needed on the other channel. We're in the middle of the song. The band is playing with the click track, fit over their headphones. Choir singing live. I have mics on the choir. Everything's going well. And during this time, I had noticed that it kind of had become a thing with me that we play before the service. I'd have a track going, and just for walk-in music, and then the band would start, and often I would make the mistake. I would leave that track running. I would just forget it, and it was running. The faders are down, nobody's hearing it, but the track's sitting there running, over here onto the side of me. And so anyway, we get into the song with the choir singing and the band playing along with the click track. And I'm looking around trying to clean up things, make sure I don't have anything running. And I look back, and here's this recorder in the back in the rack, and is rolling. And I'm trying to think to myself, why is that thing rolling? That shouldn't be going. So I hit stop, and the moment I hit stop, I realized, wait a minute, that was the click track for the choir with the choir backing track. And so at that, I'd made my living. I had a degree in music. I'd made my living playing professional music for 12 years. And so my music training kind of went into autopilot right there. I counted 4 bars and hit play. And the only folks that knew about it were the players on the stage, the musicians on the stage. Of course, they lost their click track, and the choir is just singing along with the band. So they were kind of, they didn't know what had happened. And the fact that I was able to restart the track right on the downbeat 4 bars later, the band adjusted, and nobody was the wiser. But that has to be one of the biggest mistakes I'd ever made. It made me feel stupid. And you can bet that I've never made that mistake before. But it also taught me to stay focused. In a sense, it taught me to keep from being too focused as well. Sounds odd to say this, but I was trying so hard to stay focused that in itself allowed me to get distracted. I wonder, do you have any embarrassing moments to share? We'd love to hear your stories. You know, it'd be interesting if anybody has someone that tops that one. But I have a whole series of mistakes that I can recount stories for. But anyway, I just thought I would share that this morning. If you made mistakes this past weekend, don't sweat it. You know, the biggest thing is making mistakes is a great thing. In fact, there's a saying that goes that your best teacher is your last mistake. And so if you made mistakes this past weekend, the key is not that you made a mistake, but that you learn from it and do better. Don't beat yourself up. And I know we're probably our worst critic. Don't beat yourself up. Just carry on and do better next time. Hope this is a blessing. This is Kurt Typley for ChurchSoundBootcamp.com. See you next time. Bye.